So this was the first day of memory training. As soon as the fish was placed into the tank, it started learning about the feeding stick, which is known as the unconditioned stimulus for this experiment. This would maximise the learning potential for the days to come. This is day 4 of memory training. The past few days have been focused on ensuring that the fish is as familiar to the feeding stick as possible, to make the next part of the experiment easier. It is clearly visible that the fish is still slightly wary of the feeding stick and is cautious before actually deciding to consume the food. Day 6 is a continuation of establishing the feeding stick to the fish and shows the progress that has been made. The fish immediately darts towards the stick as soon as it is submerged. On day 7, a new feature was introduced to the tank. This would be the tool that the fish would perform its trick with. This was of course the hoop. This hoop would help to measure the progress of some cues that are introduced later. On the 8th day of training, the flashlight was introduced. This would be known as the neutral stimulus for this experiment. Its use is to be the did it cue. This basically means that as soon as the fish swims through the hoop, the did it cue notifies the fish that it completed the action and will receive a reward. On day 9, the do it cue was introduced. This was used to instruct the fish to pass through the hoop. To allow the fish to start learning the cue, the feeding stick was used to guide the fish through the hoop for a few days before the fish attempted to go through the hoop by itself. On day 13, only the glass was tapped and the fish was not manually guided through the hoop. This was the first time this had been attempted and the fish was still learning. It took about 20 seconds for the fish to pass through the hoop by itself and it was instantly rewarded with food to ensure that it knew it had completed the desired response. On day 19, the fish showed that it knew what all the cues meant and was able to perform the desired actions. At this point, the experiment was continued for a few more days to ensure that the fish could consistently react to the cues, and it was always able to produce the response that it had been conditioned with.